We don't want any more trouble from you. Excuse me, you can't be here.
Move! All right, girl. Come here. Nice and easy. Come on now. Let's go, girl. Yeah.
I don't remember putting the welcome sign up, so get lost. Go on and get lost.
Don't mind me, I'm leaving. Yep.
Hey, you heard of Colm O'Driscoll.
Easy.
Don't waste your time on that yellow belly.
Well, aren't we awful
Oh, now. There's a girl.
All right, O'Driscoll.
Guess it's my camp now. Whoa, easy.
трое, нормально. Так, надо какую-нибудь живность подстрелить, что ли? Интересно, насколько это такие вот штуки с скрытием животных повлияли на рейтинг игры, ну и вообще на одобрение всяческих зеленых. Там просит вам за пухами, нет?
That's a nice new head you got, Arthur.
Was you a military man, Mr. Williamson?
You're a disgrace. A disgrace. What is wrong with you?
Bring me something soon if you can, Arthur.
Get yourself cleaned up. Come on. Pathetic. You, a man of a cloth. Away with you.
Many thanks, Mr. Morgan.
Hi there, Arthur.
Посмотрим, что там дальше хочет. Может, в город сводит?
How you doing, old friend?
Fine.
It's funny. Us ending up down here. My daddy died in the field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that?
Many times.
I see I'm boring you, Arthur.
Worrying me. We lost men back there.
We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties.
We're thieves in a world that don't want us no more.
We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on. We got the day. It's nice out. Old Hosea says that there's a creek around here. I reckon it's full of fish. Hey, old girl, come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in?
Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good along over Dutch.
Always dreams crushing and bubble bursting, you. Come on, Hosea. Let's go fishing.
All right, gentlemen. Let me show you how it's done.
Con!
Coming past.
Yeah, okay.
Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them.
Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur.
More Charles than me.
It's like I can breathe again, thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie. Hi. Feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. But what a life we have lived. How well we have fought. Especially both of you.
I hope so.
But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. Where we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you.
Никто ничего не пишет, тут я и молчу.
Still, we do need money.
Я же не знаю,
So
есть
keep
тут
a
кто или
low
нет.
profile, especially in
Видимо,
the
есть.
local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch, we've got to be discreet.
Более к
Looks
оценочках,
like law
которые
up
надо
ahead.
слушать.
Play it cool.
Дача попросила вас не применять оружие в роуте.
Easy.
Интересно. Все, завлекаю перед лицом.
Hello, gentlemen. Well, look what the cat drug in.
I seem to have gotten myself in a spot of bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out. How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It is good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mine and investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool, but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted, man.
and take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Stay with that train. Don't let them get away. Keep your guns holstered. We need them Anderson boys alive. Come on, hurry.
All right.
Come on, we're losing them.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm doing my best. So what are these fellas wanted for? Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No. Did I not say that?
You said plenty.
Да здесь все сами за себя, понимаешь, быть.
You fellas couldn't arrest a blind woman.
Idiot. Now get after the others. Come on. The train is slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. See if you can get alongside the train.
Yeah.
You need to get alongside it. See the flat carriage? Head for that. Get us as close as you can. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother. Watch out, he's throwing bombs at us.
You cop bastard! I didn't do nothing! Ah! God damn you! Damn fool!
Здесь не бывает зоны, здесь вешают сразу.
Go on, don't lose him.
Where are you gonna run to?
Come on, shitbag!
Come on, Mr. Callahan, I'm relying on you.
Bastard!
Damn bastard.
Get the hell away from me!
Hit like a... Gonna be dead soon.
Wasting my time.
Stay on him.
You're only making it worse. I'm coming for you next.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
Guess it's just us then, lawman. Come here.
Откуда у него нож, если он сидел в повозке, блин,
Let me
связанный?
go. Can't do that. Let's
Try
make
at
this
least.
quick. I'm a busy man.
Just don't kill him.
Are you sure?
Sadly so. I can open the door from the outside, unfortunately.
Need some gin?
Come on. Just subdue him and we'll put him in, all right?
Still think you're tough?
Hello? Is everything all right in there?
Well, I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
Bring him out here.
Deputy?
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
Я так не понял, они стали помогать зачем?
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in, come on. A fine job, well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. Load Anders onto the back of your horse there, and we'll take him to Sheriff Gray. There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
Да, блядь, что за
Oh, dear,
управление?
you are green, aren't you?
So, you were saying?
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family.
Обязательно.
We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Very little. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me? Sooner you get him off your horse, sooner we can get him in a cell. Just bring him here.
Hey, fellas.
Mr. Gray! We got him.
Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here?
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
Well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will
Что
keep
такой
this fellow
трелоний
on the
петь?
straight
Так и не
and
понял.
narrow.
Come back and see us sometime
Новый
soon.
персонаж?
Excuse me,
Я
gentlemen.
пропустил что-то.
Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around,
And where are you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and the Braithwaites.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, and falling out of rebel gold, and marrying cousins or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
Well, there's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like
We can have a little sport. Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents, some said.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it's
Стричься и переодеться.
I'll tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Артур выглядит как алкаш
Okay,
последний.
so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Sure, why not?
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kind of like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
Something right there.
Just like last month.
Сгоняем рыбалку такие.
Hey there, folks.
Hi, mister.
Howdy. Y'all doing all right?
All right, gentlemen. Follow me. Yeah.
Whoa! So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different pipe. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
Интересно, каким образом рыбы пресноводные селились одинаково по разным континентам?
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion.
Человек же их перетаскивал. Коней собрались ловить.
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way, though.
Hey, Dutch, remember that time you found him in the outhouse?
Oh, yeah. We hadn't seen him in weeks. We stopped in some dead-end town in the middle of nowhere. Don't even remember the name.
You and Bill were off doing something, Arthur.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door, and there's Trelawney, sitting there, newspaper in hand. Mr. Vanderlyn. I say, what the hell are you doing here? And he said, I could ask you the same thing. Now, if you wouldn't mind giving me a little privacy, I ate a rotten oyster.
Hey, maybe there are actually 100 Trelawneys.
What a terrible thought.
Reckon that's done then. So, you're going back to see that Sheriff Gray?
Yeah, I don't see why not. They don't know who we are down here.
He didn't seem the sharpest attacks. Neither did that deputy.
If he thinks we can be useful to him, he can certainly be useful to us. A little hiding in plain sight.
I feel like we're always hiding in plain sight.
But sometimes more smartly than others.
This is the spot. Down to the left there.
Easy.
Тут что надо будет ловить? Легендарного окуня какого-нибудь.
I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water.
In front of you,
Okay, go.
Yes, over there on the shore.
Может помочь.
I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on. All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
Oh. I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon.
Зачем переворачивать?
Okay, here we go.
Или что, ее спустить, а в воде перевернуть.
Let me roll. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
Well, what about stupid luck and good fish?
That'll do too. Keep going. I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with a good old worm?
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten. Are you trying to make your lure look like a dead fish? They won't be interested if it ain't moving. It looks like you got a bite, Arthur.
Just gotta reel him in now, Arthur.
That feels like a bite. There we go. Damn it, I lost him. I got a bite. Got one. Ah, I should have had that one.
I think that's a bite. There he is.
Давай вытягивай, что он так медленно ее тянет, я не понимаю.
Something's nibbling. Ha! Got ya!
Hey, look at this beauty.
There you go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that. Hey, Hosea. Remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
Да я нажимаю, он все равно так же тянет.
Oh,
Не вижу,
yeah.
что там написано.
You do. He was maybe 20. 21. Walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast. Toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
Fish on the line, Arthur. I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We'd go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed a lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him. Not to the end.
You know, I
Еще
remember
понял, нажать один раз и не держать. Нажимаешь несколько раз, он начинает прикрутить.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild.
Что я лучше рыбачить на этом.
Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons have patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes. Nice, you hooked him. Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh.
Got a nibble there, Arthur?
That's on the hook, Arthur. Not bad, Arthur.
Не задолбали, тут уже можно, я не знаю, всю банду накормить.
Worth keeping that one.
Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun. Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea.
Yes.
How about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says, wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and knocked off some. I wish to God I'd passed her by. I wish to God I'd passed her by. Taters got burned and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we 3 poor mariners newly come from the seas. We spend
Red Dead Redemption 2. Мюзикл на Западе или какой-то.
Shall we go dance this round, round, round? Shall we go dance this round, round, round? Hey, that is a bully boy. Come pledge me on this round, round, round. We care not for the martial men that do our state's disdain, but we care for the merchant men that do our state's maintain. To them we dance this round, round, round. To them we dance this round, round, round. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground up, ground up, ground up, ground up, ground up, ground up. Oh, bravo! Bravo!
Так RDR 2 и не в прошлом году вышел-то. Чтобы быть игрой года.
All right. I think we are gonna be okay. I know.
Нет, RDR 2 вышел в 18 году. Она, по-моему, была игрой года.
You two by my side. Things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Well, I am going to take in the view.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried.
What do you want?
Don't be like that. Just a few bucks. I'm short.
Get lost.
Well, I'll go try someone with a heart.
You do that.
Here's
Josh.
How are you enjoying yourself here?
Well enough, I guess. And you?
Well, it turns out the pursuit of freedom is not a cheap business. Not for us, and not for some of the locals.
Sharking already.
I prefer to call it banking.
You ain't the one handing out the beatings.
No, but I am the one feeding the women and children in the camp. What choice do we have, Mr. Morgan?
I don't know. Well, come on, then. Tell me who.
Here's the list. Refinery worker turned hunter by the name of Vinton Holmes. You'll find him up in the hills north of Strawberry. Ah, an apprentice undertaker. This one working in Rose. His name was Gwen Hughes.
And how many of them do you think will be able to pay?
With enough encouragement, both of them.
Так, будем стимулировать, значит. Это уже другое задание, так-то. Ну, можно по пути денежку забрать, потому что других заданий, я так понимаю, больше нет. Ну, есть, да, опять в Строберис какая-то, нет, далековато. Блин, я хочу уже в Сен-Дени зайти, но туда заходить смысл самому, наверное, нет. Надо зайти туда по квесту какому-нибудь.
I'm hungry too, I haven't eaten in 3 days. So I thought to myself, I'll rob this pair of bastards. So I followed them out of the bar. It was a dark night. I followed them down this alleyway. Pulled out me gun to threaten them with imminent death. He just stood there laughing at me. I felt like a 6-year-old. Go ahead, they says. Shoot us. So I did. Bang, bang, bang! Nothing. The bastards had spotted me at the bar and taken the bullets out of me gun. So I stood there laughing and crying. And rather than kill me, they took me and got me some food. And that, of course, was that.
Yep.
Так, чё, пойдем денежку убивать. Кстати, я вчера, у меня же вылетело, когда я пушку там все раскрашивал. Сохранилось все это. Не странно. Так, сначала денежки вернем, а потом будем квест выполнять. Кто тут живет?
You made a mistake taking me, but it ain't too late. Let me go, and there's no bad blood.
No bad blood.
There's more than 40 years of bad blood between you and us.
Maybe more. What are we gonna do with him?
Leave him alone. For now. He's worth more when he's breathing.
You're a disgrace to Lemoyne. The lot of you.
Бля, он успел выстрелить.
You're gonna die in a place that hates you.
Я ждал, считай.
What now? Son of a bitch! What kind of sorry business was this? Yeah.
Да, обидно, что ж теперь сделаешь. Ну, слушай, это они тут так стреляют. Говорят, тут, когда проходишь всякие челленджи, там вообще жопа. Особенно в онлайн режиме. Вроде попали. Смысл эти лагеря бомбить, если тут никого нет? Ну и ничего ценного нет. просто живет. Блин, все обыскивать. Ничего полезного тут не будет. Блин, а как тут шкаф-то открыть? Что-то я не понял. Только нижний могу закрыть. А, этот не могу. Ладно.
Yeah.
Еще один.
Hey, this here's the fella. The one that found me.
The medicine man, huh? Helps with the mystery box?
My goodness.
I will owe you my whole life. No lie. But let me buy you something from the store. Whatever you want, it's on me.
Странно. Ну, почему они сделали тот и другой, короче, одинаковую награду? Интересно.
Yeah, guy with the snake bites says I can put something here on his tab.
That fool? Jesus. If it's not one thing, it's another with him. But he pays his owe, so who am I to argue? Let me know what you choose. I'll add it to his list.
Для этого, получается, все время будет теперь встречаться. Так неинтересно, было бы это единичное такое. Чё б купить-то? Одежду.
Spent the morning making a pork and onion poultice. Jesse got stuck with a rusty nail.
It's just, you know, how it goes.
Шевалье.
I'll let him know. You're paying next time, though.
Продать бы тебе что-нибудь не мешало, всякий хлам.
right.
Чё, где он там? Ножник хера. Спит?
I ain't never gonna get the hang of this.
When Hughes, stop picking out a box for yourself if you don't got that money you owe Leopold Strauss.
I don't. I need more time.
Doesn't everybody? That casket for you? Or you want another?
Wait. I can get it for you. But, come with me to the churchyard. And stay close. Hmm?
Alright.
Oh, this ain't right. I mean, I'll get you your money, but, well, you'll see.
What ain't right is borrowing money you can't pay back.
I guess you're correct, but, this, it ain't exactly right, what we're doing. I said stay close.
You ain't the first to put his hand in the collection box, and you won't be the last. Rest a little easier knowing church has been taking more than they need off poor folks since time began.
Well, like I said, well, the morality of the matter is a little more confusing than that.
Okay. You head on in the church, I'll keep watch.
Well, it ain't in there. It's under here.
Мочился.
Digging up Mrs. Claypole.
Нормально.
Jesus! Well, she got a bunch of jewels in there that she don't need. Oh, damn it. There's a bunch of people here. Oh, I got it. Look, you clear them off, and I'll wait right around here. But don't hurt nobody. We don't want no fuss.
Don't be shy, ain't no one around.
Just my auntie.
Your auntie's long past prudishness.
It's...
Get out of here, kids. Move!
Come on. I knew we shouldn't have been here.
You missed your chance, boy!
Не дала.
Ma'am, would you mind clearing out of here for some maintenance work?
Oh, gladly. It's about time this place got cleaned up.
Свежий могилка на месте. Гроб даже не стоит. Я виновата, а не судьба. Сказал, что будет легко.
Now go watch the gate. I'll get to this exhumation.
Сука, кто задание им придумывает? Вот реально, кто в Rockstar придумывает эти квесты? Вот, я не знаю, откуда у них столько фантазии, серьезно. Причем это не мейн-квест, это вообще побочка какая-то ссаная, которая не особо нужна.
Hello there,
Sorry.
sir.
Church grounds are closed.
Okay. It's, good of you to be doing it out of hours, I guess. I'll come back in the morning.
Че, скоро он там раскопает все?
That's how it is. Things was done on merit, you and me'd be running things.
Sure would.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Get the hell out of this churchyard. Are you boys gonna need yourselves a preacher?
You hear this fella?
I heard him all right.
We're gonna lick you, bastard! Come on!
В чем попасть в спину не может?
Shit. Hope this hole's dug.
here's your payment. Oh, forgive me, Mrs. Claypole.
Нормально.
What you find?
Well, she had a brooch here. It looks like diamonds.
Quick, take it before somebody sees us.
Oh, this'll do. Now get out of here before someone sees you.
Can't believe it's come to this. All right, well, I'm out of here. That's more than clear what I owe you.
In there, I wouldn't pull
Кстати,
him
где
out
там
of early
публичный
grave.
дом, про который
No,
мы
sir.
говорим?
Yep, heard as much.
Можно в него сходить, интересно. А еще нет. А нет, вообще-то можно, походу. Ну что, сходим к телкам?
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, darling.
Hello, stranger. Welcome.
Привет, Стив. Чё это было, блядь? Зачем он прыгнул через это?
Now, how can I ease your troubles?
Давай, братан, вискарями налей.
Can I get a whiskey?
Enjoy.
Hey, ain't I seen you poking around Caliga Hall? Maybe not, but I rarely forget a face. There's a big estate east of here, Gray's place. We've been having a lot of trouble with another family, Braithwaite's. Kind of low-down folk who do anything to put another dollar in their pockets and take another one out of yours.
And otherwise. Move along. We ain't looking for your company.
How much do I drink?
Hey, sir.
Hey now, you gonna leave here? You got me?
Кому он там? Он меня посылает или кого?
Guess you want a piece. Why can't you rate us leave it at
Бля,
the
реально
door?
он ко мне. Да вы чё, блядь?
Please, fellas. Let's see if we can't clobber some sense into you. Enemies of the morn deserve no mercy. Dead man. Take. I'm a raider.
Who's talking now, huh?
Damn it to all hell!
You'd think nothing would
Теперь
shock
можно
me
по
these
бабам.
days.
Hi, folks.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, y'all.
You're enough to scare the horses looking like that.
Please.
Как это не баба, это блэкджек играть. Да ладно, ну так неинтересно. А тут телок нет, что ли? Публичный дом, блядь, мне нельзя снять телку.
Welcome, welcome.
Давайте блэкджек сыграем. Не знаю правил, правда.
Let's see your bets.
Блядь, то же самое. Так. Да, я максимально хочу ставку. Че я, лошара, что ли? Блядь ты, блядь.
Okay, I've got your bets. Let's go.
11.
Double, please.
Hey there, 21. 16.
А, это очко же обычное. Так, 16, ну еще, конечно.
Card, please.
20.
Блять, там же у кого-то дабл. Ну, блять, у кого-то 21, у меня 21, хер проиграю. Ну да, тут смысла нет.
Stand.
10 here. 15.
Yeah.
20.
Well, now I like that.
Чё не понял, блин.
Now this is finally getting fun.
Bets in. That's it for bets.
Damn.
17. And 15.
What's this place coming to?
Достаточно, у него 17, а у меня получается... Что 17? Валет это сколько? А, валет 10, у меня 15.
What's it gonna be?
Card.
Okay then, 19.
19. А, вот же мои карты, блядь, смог. Я думал, почему другие. Нет, наверное, все.
Nah.
14 here. 14. And
look at that. Come on.
Все, хватит. 4 бакса.
Bets, please.
That was a fun game.
Thanks for playing. You be well.
Ну где телки-то? Девки, чего? Девушка.
Ma'am? Having a slow night? Anyway, take care.
All right, bye now.
Тоже металличный 2.
I can't seem to catch a break today.
There's no good luck for free.
Да не может быть в играх Rockstar шлюх, невозможно снять шлюх. Да нет, я понял, в чем суть. Я просто почему-то думал, их 4. Или тут надо подойти к бармену и попросить снять дом. Ой, дом, жилье.
Well, I hope you aren't planning for any more riffraff with any of those raiders. They got a lot of respect in this community, even if they can act up out of turn. We admire traditional values here, yes, sir. And we respect good manners.
Бабы сидят.
Hello, ladies.
Howdy, big boy.
I have to say, life is pretty good.
That's great.
В смысле, Стив, не получится? В этой игре такого нет? Ну, блин, так нечестно. Я не хочу. Снять комнату принять надо. Если снять комнату. Сохранять игру и переодеваться. Ладно, ебану еще дискаря и поеду дальше.
Well now.
Да мне-то чё, я сисек 20 не видел, а вот Артур жалко. Вот, походу, он с плотвой живет. Причем, блядь, он в лагере он танцевал, там, когда у него была вечеринка с какой-то тёлкой. А потом то ли она, то ли другая ушла на другому, короче, пехаться. Ну ладно.
Hey, look, I've been helping the sheriff with some trouble. Wanted me to have a word with a few of the folks on the property here.
Emmett Lee. All right. Have a word. But I ain't got the time to help you.
Obliged. Hey, I was hoping you'd talk a moment. I'm a student of the history of the region, and,
I ain't the one to speak to. Try Master Bo. Think he's down there by the wood store. Boy's got all the time in the world.
Знаете, что напоминает это? Кто играл в Деспирадос? Помните первую миссию? Самую-самую первую. Где надо спасать этого самого... Кого надо спасать? Блин, так давно играл, я забыл. Или никого не надо? Подожди, нет, Сэма, по-моему. Там что же там? Там была плантация, да. Напоминает, кстати. Вот это вот. Да, точно, Сэма. В первой миссии ты спасаешь Сэма, во второй ты спасаешь... Никого не спасаешь. Нет, стоп, во второй миссии ты спасаешь тёлку. В третьей миссии ты спасаешь Дока. И все. Блять, я уже так давно играл, что я все забыл. Одна из любимых игр.
Excuse me, friend.
We friends?
Not yet, but here's hoping.
I guess.
We don't get a lot of traveling men here, and suddenly there's a whole phalanx of mysterious but strangely helpful Yankees about the place.
Is there?
What are you doing here?
I was just looking for work.
Well, looking for something. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
What secret?
I got a secret of my own.
Are you secretly normal?
Excuse me?
Never mind.
The thing is, I don't care if you kill the whole lot of us and the Braithwaites.
I don't want to kill anyone.
I love her, you know.
Love who?
Penelope. But it's impossible.
Well, love tends to be complicated.
She's a Braithwaite. I'm Bo Gray, son of Tavish Gray, nephew of Lee Gray, the sheriff, grandson of old Murdo Gray. We Grays have been loyal to the state and murderous to the Braithwaites for so long now, no one can even quite explain why. Beyond blind loyalty and stupidity, I'm supposed to be loyal to some nonsense while she's amazing. She's like a woman from the future. She's like tomorrow, if tomorrow turns out fine.
Well, I'm sorry for your predicament.
Would you help?
I don't want to get involved. Gang feuds seems unseemly.
I'll pay. I've got money. We Grays, we've always got money. No brains, mind, but money.
Well, in that case...
I know she loves to sit out in the gazebo on the edge of the Braithwaite property. Take her this letter and this bracelet, please.
Побриться так забыл, кстати.
Oh, look out for their guards. They're worse for strangers than ours.
Интересно, можно прочитать, что в письме написано? Бля, я открыл браслет. Нахуя я это сделал? Прочитать нельзя.
Excuse me, partner.
Kiss my ass.
It's all good. Calm down.
Я, по-моему, на золото ни одну миссию не прошел еще. Еще немножко непонятно, как тут эта система стелса работает. Зачем вообще дороги нужны? Лошадь также с такой же скоростью скачет по полю. Хитман меня преследует.
This one ain't supposed to be here. Off you go. You come back again, we'll think you're a gray.
Хер меня заметили.
Are you Penelope Braithwaite?
Well, yes, I am.
I've got a letter for you.
Oh.
And a gift.
A letter and a gift. Well, we don't even know each other.
Well, it's not from me. It's from,
From Bo. Oh, he is so...
Strange?
Yes, he's a little strange, but also so human. The rest of our families are stuck in the dark ages, or, well, I don't know, cave people, perhaps.
Dark Ages это не средневековье, блядь. Dark Ages это Dark Ages.
They'll kill him and send me to live someplace awful, like Ohio. Have you ever been to Ohio, sir?
Времена после развала Римской империи до,
My
собственно,
uncle has a
появления
factory there. He was sort of the black sheep on account of having left. But now they tolerate him because he's a vicious snob. Families are there's something else. You got a family, sir?
No, not really.
Well, they tolerate him because of the money. But me, with my ideas above my station, they can't stand.
That sounds pretty complicated. I don't know quite what to say.
Well, nothing to say, except I hope they all rot. I don't. Well, maybe a bit. But here, if you see Bo again, will you give this to him?
Sure.
Лошадь еще тут оказалась. Артур может плавать, нет? Да я что-то даже не думал, что они вообще бывают. Точнее, забыл.
Who's out there? Somebody's out there. What do you want?
Чё, блядь?
Want a kiss? Find a way home! You silly! Oh, bastard! Oh,
3, 7, 6, 4, 5, 11, 2, 1, 2, 10, 3, 5, 8, 13, 14.
Ой, каких только поехавших нет в этой игре, блин. Так, надо бы Грею дать обратно письмо, я думаю.
1, 2, 3, 4.
А, ее можно освободить?
1, 2, 4, 7, 5, 9, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 7, 6, 3, 5, 11.
Как интересно ее освободить?
1, 2, 10, 3, 4, 5, 8, 13, 14. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 8, 9, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Не, мне чуть карму понизили и все, собственно. Ну, я попробовал, ничего не слетело. Потом еще вернуться туда. В смысле не открывай, интересно же. Не смотрел, а что там должно быть такого? Просто сумасшедшие, нет никаких мертвецов. Почему? Да не получится ее открыть, я выстрелил, в цепи ничего не произошло.
Easy there, girl. Great family business. Coming through. You're good.
Нет, тогда надо попробовать ее освободить. Только как? Тишина помрет. А тут после прохождения сюжетки можно, типа, ну, бегать в свободном мире? Я не знаю, может, помню, была такая игрушка Ган. Тоже на пике. Похоже чем-то на FDR, тоже вестерн. Она была прикольная, но когда я прошел сюжетку, я попытался играть в нее просто, ну, как в свободном режиме. Блять, мне так страшно. Вот реально мне прям было не по себе в нее играть, потому что мир такой мертвый казался. Не знаю, почему, но мне вот запомнилось вот это ощущение, то, что там вроде что-то происходит, люди ходят как-то, но сюжета нет, сюжет кончился. И тебе кажется, что прям, ну, тебе какой-то, блядь, аквариум запустили, полный дохлых рыб, блядь. Серьезно. Я минут 10 побегал, и все, блядь, мне страшно стало из долины. Не знаю, почему, до сих пор такие воспоминания.
You got my money?
Sure. Did she give anything? For me?
Yes.
Might I have it?
Sure. But it'll cost you. I can't be bothered. Here, take it.
Oh, thank you, Arthur. Thank you. My God. What a woman. She's... This'll get her killed for sure.
What?
Women's suffrage. Around here, they don't even like men voting. They'd bring back the monarchy given half the chance. Progress is a dirty word in these parts. Unlike incest.
Excuse me?
I don't want to marry my cousin Matilda. I want to marry Penelope. But they're gonna... They'll kill her at one of those rallies they're holding. They've done it before. Mister, you gotta help.
No, I'm afraid I don't want no part of it.
I'll pay. My family, we've still got some money.
Fine. Just no more running around with letters.
Thank you. Come on. We better get going.
Я хочу миссию, где надо пострелять. Надо было идти сначала к этому. Чуваку, как его? Его папаша, шериф.
Easy, boy. Calm down.
I can't be calm. If we don't get there in time, my true love may be shot.
If she wants to rally, you gotta let her rally.
Well, good as the cause is, I can't let her become a martyr to it. I want to marry a flesh and blood woman, not a statue in her honor.
I'm sure they know what they're doing.
There they are.
Bo, what are you doing here?
I cannot let you go through with this. You'll be killed.
I'm prepared to die for the cause, Bo. You know that.
Do something, please.
Do what? Fight this mob?
Видишь, их надо знать еще, и где искать, и знать, что искать. Я, например, за что не знаю, в чем пасхалки вот этого, ну... Той тёлки в туалете, например. Для меня она вполне вписывается в сюжет игры. Вот инопланетяне, которые прилетали, тогда да.
Miss Calhoun, my friend here says he can drive the wagon.
Well, Olive Calhoun. Normally I like to drive myself, but today I feel like a man joining us sends the right message.
Well, I ain't never been in a protest march before, madam.
Well, just treat us like the sheep, and the folks attacking us like the wolves, and I'm sure you feel right at home. Shall we go? All right, ladies. We know our song is a good one, and we know our cause is a pure one.
Yes, ma'am.
Let liberty reign. We're mothers, wives, housekeepers, and daughters. We cook the food and we fetch the water.
Now. Take us down Main Street, right through town to the steps of the
Бля, я бы убежал на самом деле отсюда, но нельзя.
What's your name?
Arthur Morgan.
Very good, Mr. Morgan. Not too quick and not too slow. We need them to hear our voice.
Well, they'll hear it all right.
Very good, very good. Mr. Morgan, are you an old friend of the movement?
I'm just a driver, Mrs. Calhoun, and maybe a shotgun messenger if it comes to it. I hope it won't.
Well, our message will be delivered peaceably, Mr. Morgan. You can keep your shotgun to yourself. Don't trample anyone. It's not that kind of demonstration. Stay on Main Street. It's a left up here, Mr. Morgan. Look at these people. It's about to get exciting. I can feel it.
Хочу посмотреть, что дальше будет.
Good day, Sheriff. I trust you'll make sure it's
Куколд. Блять, выучили словечко, нахуй. В данном случае никакой связи с происходящими событиями это слово не имеет.
That's a pretty dumb specimen, I grant it.
A little further, please. Stop just past the bank. Ladies, get down!
Come on! Come on! Go home! Shut your mouth! What the hell is going on? Oh my God! Go cheating and cause all this trouble. You don't even know what you're getting.
and gentlemen, this is a great day for all of us. For today is the day we begin to live as equals. Yes, equal, sir. Fair and equal.
This is unnatural. This is nonsense.
Fair, equal, and free, just as the founding fathers intended.
Founding fathers, not founding mothers. Silly old goat.
His philosophy dependent on biology.
What the hell you doing here, boy?
Keep your voice down. I'm trying to listen to the speech.
Hello, darling cousin. Don't you ever speak to me like that. What are you doing here? Listening, I suppose.
Go help Bo. His cousin is a moron. And stop them from ruining the speech.
You learn yourself some manners, cousin.
Лучше просто не
Got
куколка,
anything better
другое.
to do? Oh, you always was
Bo,
a cocky little...
weren't we just leaving?
Who the hell is this?
Follow me around here.
What? You'll hit me?
Come on.
Sir, can you not see how idiotic you are?
Come on, Bo. Let's go. Quick now.
Садитесь на лицо.
We gotta go before they think twice. Oh, Lord. Follow me. I know a place. It's an old battlefield no one goes to.
Land of the future. A land of equality. A land of progress. Look at the beautiful land we
Что ты не понимаешь, Ефрем?
You don't want to go
Морган
back,
делает то, что
hear the
ему
speeches?
выгодно.
I ain't voted before, but kind of getting
Хочет
hot for
ловит
voting rights.
бандит, хочет
I don't know whether to
стреляет
take
с
you seriously,
шерифом.
Mr. Morgan. My cousins
Хочет
are my
помогать
primary concern
феминистам,
right
хочет
now.
не помогать.
If everyone knows about Penelope and me,
Everyone knows about Penelope and you. I know about Penelope and you, and I've been here all of 10 minutes. Sooner it's out, sooner it's resolved.
the sooner it's dealt with, you mean, we're dealt with. Our families, the Grays and the Braithwaites, we bury our secrets, and we bury them deep.
Your secrets and your treasure.
You know, Catherine Braithwaite's got a daughter. No one's seen her in years. She weren't
Вот она,
right,
нет?
you know, and Penelope said...
I ain't heard about daughters. I heard about gold.
But Yankee gold? I fear that's just a story, Mr. Morgan. And I don't know.
Про то они говорят, кто
This is awful.
Nobody died. Ain't that awful?
My cousins are vindictive bastards. My brothers are vindictive bastards. My cousins are worse.
They started it.
I know, but
You should leave.
I will. As soon as I have enough money. When my family... We have money, but I don't.
Is your family very rich?
Yes. Well, I believe so. But, they keep me out of the discussions. I have more of a...
Кстати, такой тоже был, это скалка.
Artistic
Причем
temperament, so-
тоже
Oh,
эту самую.
Yes. Oh, you made a joke. I really...
Награда за голову
I do.
была, у которой
Well, stick around.
слишком много болтала, бил по
I
голове.
thought you were trying to make me feel
Не
better.
надо минуту рассказывать.
I gotta go.
Me too. Oh, damn! I'm gonna be late. My uncle is quite as bad as you would imagine. Here, your payment. Thank you. Excuse me.
Золотую медальку дали. Так, ну что, время постреляться, я думаю, с кем-нибудь. Это удачное задание будет. Бля, может еще за деньгами сюда скакать, не так далеко, а что там делать? И я все хочу ну, я вообще-то одежду уже поменял, может постричься или дождаться, пока в город попаду. Рано или поздно мне дадут уже миссию попасть в большой город. Не, ну то, что тут, конечно, нет возможности шлюху снять, это пиздец.
Of course. Oh, and here is my dear friend, Arthur Callahan. Boy is a hunter. Boy is a killer. Arthur, you've met but not been introduced to Mr. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sheriff Gray.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
Tough business you boys had.
We did?
Oh, there's no need to pretend with me, sir. Life can be tough.
So it can.
And no man owes another anything.
No, sir.
But still, I feel you
Чё он там напиздел про
were
него?
done by. Losing your employment like that. But still, here in Rhodes, we have work enough for honest men.
Ah, that's some strong stuff. Still, don't seem to be doing you any harm, I guess.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Excuse me a moment.
I told you we was moving up in this world. Deputies.
You have finally lost your mind.
Amongst these drunkards, hillbillies, and slavers? Good, honest thieves like us. We're bound to be moralizers in a
Я же
place
говорил,
like
делай
this.
то, что выгодно.
Oh, Sheriff Gray, you are back.
Now listen, sir. There is shine in them woods, though, and it is costing this county its good name and the state a whole lot of income. You boys wouldn't
В онлайне есть
mind
такая
rooting it out.
профессия. Здесь,
Maybe
ну, в
we'll
онлайн
make
режиме.
you permanent.
Смиренчик.
I gotta set me down a second.
Not a problem, sir. Not a problem at all. You are in safe hands now. And people waste time with the temperance movement. Liquor never dulled a good man's senses. Arthur, you ride with the deputy. Bill and I will follow.
Climb on up. Let's go.
Archibald?
How are you?
Pretty good.
And your friend is behaving himself?
Oh, yes. I think he's learned his lesson.
Congratulations on becoming a temporarily deputized citizen of Scarlet Meadows County. Most towns just get bounty hunters to do their dirty work these days, but Sheriff Gray believes the law should keep the law. Now, I'm sure I don't need to remind you there's a chain of command here.
There is?
Dang straight there is. This is a dangerous business, but follow my lead and you'll be just fine.
Sure. Hey! Archibald wants to remind us he's in charge here.
Of course!
Who else would be?
But you were a big help with them Anderson boys, and I put in a very good word with the sheriff on your behalf.
We appreciate that.
We rounded up the others soon after. I'm pushing for the rope myself, but that's by the by.
So, these moonshiners.
Not just any moonshiners, Braithwaites. I told you about the Braithwaites.
Pretty sure you did.
Old Cotton family. Had a fortune at one point until, well, a few changes in the labor laws. Now they're dealing in moonshine. We found their stills hidden all over Lemoyne. Quick as we destroy one, another one pops up. You could call it a pitiful fall from grace, if they had any grace to start with.
I have no time for tax dodgers.
Not to mention the fact that Catherine Braithwaite has a rather expensive interest in thoroughbred horses to maintain.
But I heard something about it being gold these families were fighting over.
Well, that's the rumor. But the Grays and the Braithwaites think the others stole a fortune from them. But it happened so long ago, I don't know for sure if it's true.
Must be tough being rich, huh?
So I imagine.
That badge rather suits you, Mr. W.
Yes. I thought so, too.
Does it feel good to be back at it? Serving your country?
I wouldn't go that far.
Whoa! Whoa! Hold up. You see that wagon?
These damn flies! I swear they got it in for me.
You could try washing once in a while.
Come on, mister. Keep your eyes open. No, this must have happened recently. Hey, come have a look at this. Look, suit and tie, one bullet clean through the forehead. Well, my money says this is the handiwork of a gang called the Lemoyne Raiders.
Yeah, I've run into them.
Let's see if we've got any identification. Okay. We should get going. I'll send someone over here later to clean this up.
Кто в RDR 2 забирает тела, кстати? В GTA приезжала скорая помощь. Здесь.
Dangerous business, the life of a lawman, isn't it?
Appears so.
I'm just glad we got Archibald here to show us the ropes.
Let's go.
Would you mind
There's
taking
nothing
the
more we
reins?
can do here. I want to have a look at these papers.
Sure.
I'll direct you. Okay. Frederick Mitchell, Lemoyne State Legislator. Poor feller. Yes, this certainly smacks of the Raiders to me. Bunch of ex-Army Free Staters without an ounce of respect for the law. Hey, slow it down a bit. Go right at the crossroads.
Yep. Not the nicest fellers in my experience.
Oh, and I know the Braithwaites are in business with them. No shame. They're right again here. Trash begets trash, my Uncle Reginald used to say. He had a few stories, let me tell you. Town preacher and town sheriff. Could drink a sailor under the table before breakfast. He had one tiny hand, like a child's, on the end of a grown man's arm. But anyway, this tells you what kind of people the Braithwaites are. Selling moonshine to murderers. I tell folks don't even speak to him. Don't even look him in the eye. Here we are. So what was I saying?
Something about the Braithwaites, I think.
Even saying that word makes me sick. Now, anyone we find here, we bring in alive, understood? Round them up, then take this operation down for good. Come on. Let's see what we're dealing with.
Живьем.
See? See? What did I tell you, boys? What did I say? I said this place was crawling with vermin, and we just found ourselves the rat's nest par excellence, as they say in Paris. My aunt, she went to Paris back in '78.
How are we gonna handle this?
Well, the way I see
Actually, let my friend here decide. He doesn't have your fine way with words, but he is definitely the man for the job.
Let's split up. Arthur and Bill, me and Archibald. You boys want right or left?
We'll take the left.
Let's stop these filthy, degenerate tax dodgers. The chief of them, a fine idea,
Remember what he said. We need them alive. Let's just knock them out and then tie them up.
Got it.
See one by the bridge over there?
Think you take this one, Bill.
With pleasure.
Ну и чё дальше?
Should just be one more, Arthur. Good work, gentlemen.
Хочу пострелять, говорил я. Стрелял, блядь.
Add 'em to the pile, Arthur.
Вот эта местность, кстати, напоминает уже другую
Think
миссию.
that's it. Well,
Дesperados.
what do we do
Обучающую
now?
миссию с доком.
We better destroy all
Где
this.
были пасхалочки.
Any of your boys can handle explosives?
Sure. Anyone but him.
So. Think you're real funny, don't you?
That is the last time I'll mention it, I swear.
Блять, какого хера? Хотела бежать.
Think you're real funny, don't you?
That is the last time I'll mention it, I swear.
Да что ты в эту воду лезешь-то, блядь?
I'm gonna kill you so good. There's some left on it. Bastard! Shit! Where did these sons of bitches come from? The Raiders make the law around here.
We're putting you out of business. We're taking blood for every time.
Is that all you got?
the raiders.
Try that again! I don't see any more. Do you?
No.
Let's find Dutch and get out of here.
Fine by me.
Well done. Well, forgive me, but me and my men must return to our lives. Ah, seems like we failed to destroy the last of the moonshine.
Sure.
Would you like us to?
Well, I normally take it for personal consumption. It's sort of part of the job. But I better get back home. Why don't I just take a jug or two and leave you boys the rest to show that there's no hard feelings on account of the war?
We are all Americans.
Of course. But my cousin, Webster, he used to say some of us is not as American as others, if you know what I mean. Only I didn't quite. Come on, you degenerate, no-good, white trash, hillbilly piece of scum. I know you, Billy Lime.
Finally.
You've always been a piece of crap. Come on, move.
We have a life on a land so stupid, a backwater so backwards that even we are like geniuses. Bill, get this stuff out of here. Come on, you ride with me.
Okay.
Should I stash this somewhere near camp, boss?
Yes. Owe it to Hosea. I'm sure he can find a use for it. Bit of trouble back there, Arthur?
Ain't there always? From what they was yelling, I think they were the buyers.
Old Archibald didn't ask too many questions, so neither should we.
I ain't planning to.
That was worth the effort, though. Deputized and hiding in plain sight. These lawmen, these two families. I mean, I really think we can play this from all sides. It's got Hosea written all over it.
This is starting to sound like the young Dutch again.
What do you mean, young Dutch? I'm as strong as I have ever been. Hey, you know what? Why don't I race you back?
Okay, you're on.
That's the spirit. Okay, on my word. Set, go! You never were much of a rider.
We'll see about that.
Такая голова типа, ну, я так понимаю, будет все хорошо, все как раньше, а потом какой-то пиздец случится.
Anytime you want to stop for a breather, you let me know.
Unless you catch a second wind, this won't be much of a race.
I'm just picking my moment, Dutch.
Cheating? Are you that desperate? Come on! Ride a fair race at least. Yeah.
It's sad to think back to you in your prime. Need a bit more. Yeah.
I never knew you were quite so good at running away, Arthur.
I never knew age had slowed you down quite so much.
Well, time is a bastard. When you get to be my age, well, you'll know that better than anything. Be well. I had fun with you today. I was gonna say you're like a son to me. But you're more than that.
Так, у меня одежда не слишком ли жаркая для этого дела? Температура комфортная. Что там появилось? Наверное, рыбалку может позвать. Гел хочет побазарить. Оля хочет побазарить. Мало ем, да, я вижу.
We're stuck in the shit now, Mr. Morgan.
Ты заебал, блядь, алкаш сраный.
For a man of the cloth, you have quite a way with words.
Words are the very least of my problems. The very least.
I'm sure.
Hey, Arthur.
What's going on?
Jose and John are looking for you. They went out to the moonshine stash, said you knew where that was. They was planning a visit to the Braithwaite place, but John needs to do something for Dutch now, so Hosea wants you to join him instead. Seems to be a lot going on.
Окей, блядь, не дают отдохнуть-то. Волосы-то я могу постричь? Или только напомадить? Пусть остается как есть.
My, what a charade you are playing, dressed as the law.
Yep. Okay, my girl.
Чё ты слез?
Hey, all good out here? What are you doing?
Selling it back to where it came from.
Why?
I ain't got a market for it. They made it. They must have someone to sell it to. Stuff look kind of lonely out here. I think we'll cut ourselves a deal.
I get you.
You and Dutch was just doing your duty when you requisitioned it. Now I'm doing mine.
All right. I should get going now. I'll leave you fellas to it. Good luck.
Thank you, John. We'll see you later. Dutch asked him to look into something to do with the Braithwaite horses, I think.
Sure, okay.
Okay, let's head out to the Braithwaite's place. You know the way?
Yeah, I've been there. So what exactly are we doing? This is the moonshine we took after blowing up the Braithwaite still, right?
I think the good citizens taking the trouble to return their stolen goods deserve some reward, don't you? And it's time we made a formal introduction, like Dutch told us. Look, these are two big old plantation houses, and all I keep hearing is they hate each other so much they can't see past it.
I know. I've seen it. There's a gray boy and a Braithwaite girl carrying on a secret affair. I've been, well, helping them.
The mind boggles. You think they're of use?
Not sure. They don't seem too involved in the rest of it, but maybe.
Well, I'm sure there's money in this for us somewhere if we can get in the middle of it. Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
What's that in the back there?
Moonshine, my fine fellow. May I have a word with the man of the house?
The man of the house is a lady. Mrs. Catherine Braithwaite.
May I speak with her? I want to discuss a business opportunity. I mean no harm. No harm at all. You may happily shoot me if I do.
Okay. She's at the house. We'll be watching you.
You heard the man. Driver, proceed, please.
What you want?
Found something. Out in the hills. Thought
Джанго.
maybe you was in the market for it.
Похоже, кстати.
For what?
Some liquor.
I ain't in the market for what's already mine.
The way we see it, it's ours. Well, with us possessing it, and I checked all over. For the life of me, I couldn't see your name on it. Oh. Relax, I ain't here to rob you. Oh, it seems that's easy enough. Why not do a deal? What do you sell that stuff for?
$1 a bottle?
You give us 50 cents.
It's already ours.
Well, look on it as a reward for finding the property. Alternative is we go sell it someplace else.
The alternative is you get shot.
Now, who wants to get shot over a bottle or two of liquor?
Pay the man.
Pleasure doing business with you. And listen, we didn't take it. At least not without orders from...
Oh, I know exactly who gave you your orders. Old Sheriff Gray. You know what? I don't want it. In fact, sir, now you can do me a favor. There's an extra $10 if you do. Drive the stuff into Rhodes, head over to the tavern run by Mr. Gray, and give the stuff out for free.
Mama!
Hush now. I believe they call that a promotional expense.
As you wish, madam.
You boys come back sometime and tell me how you made out. Maybe we'll play a little cribbage.
All right.
Да, этой тетке точно не помешает равные права.
Here we go.
So I finally sold those Cornwall bonds. Got close to 1,000 for them. I wanted more, but not bad considering how hot they were, especially after that bloodbath in Valentine.
No, not bad at all.
Apparently, Cornwall's been pumping a lot of cash into the Pinkertons. Wants to keep their full effort on going after gangs. Gangs like us.
Yeah, that don't surprise me.
All right. This could get ugly. You and Dutch already have that thing going on in town with
The sheriff.
Yeah, Mr. Gray.
That's it. Now we're inserting ourselves in his blood feud. We'll need something.
I ain't playing dress-up. You know how I feel about that.
Of course you're not. You're a clown's idiot brother.
Hosea, please.
I'm the clown. You're the idiot. Just look sad and keep quiet. Even you can do that, Arthur.
Oh, I have to.
Put this hat on. Smoke this pipe. Bring your lip forward just a bit. Squint. Yeah. Oh, perfect.
What about you?
Oh, you can't speak. You're turned idiot. I broke poor Mammy's heart. There. Fenton, there. Don't get mad now.
Back to it then, I guess.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay, Fenton, stay calm now. For Mama, she loved you so.
Just a shame you had to strangle her in a rage, right? Grab 2 cases of that stuff and follow me.
Какой спишь-то?
Gentlemen! Quite the town you have here. We just rode in from up north.
Hey.
Hello, I'm Melvin. This is my brother Fenton. Don't mind him. Don't madden him.
He's turned idiot. Killed our mother, but it weren't his fault. How'd you boys like a couple of bucks? I bet you would. One for each of you. We're in the new trade of advertising, which is an American art form about ensuring people buy the correct things. I don't know. $1 more. Says give us half an hour. What harm can we do in half an hour?
Go along now. Enjoy the money. Come along, Fenton. Just hand out the liquor.
Не, бары во многих играх есть. Вот барменом стать.
Gentlemen!
Что-то я не припомню такого.
My name is Melvin. That's my brother Fenton. He's a bit funny, but boy, can he pour drinks fast. For the next 30 minutes, the drinks in this here bar, in this here town, are entirely free. The only rule is that you gotta drink them. So hurry up, put old Fenton to work. Don't get him mad, though. His mama made him mad, and we buried her. Poor thing. Now come up to the bar, everybody. Come on, fellas, it's your lucky day.
I'll have one, Fenton.
A gift. Bounty.
Так, что надо сначала поднять стакан?
Look at gift horse. When I see a gift horse, I whip my eyes.
Оба.
Just keep them coming. Don't be shy, boys. Don't be shy. It's the land of opportunity. Now it's your opportunity to get here.
Mr. Gray won't be happy about this.
Fenton, grab another bottle. There's plenty to go around. Where's mine, then? We got work to do, my boys. Let's go. Providence is shining on you.
You're a fine man, Fenton. Fine man. Don't listen to your brother.
Fenton.
Over here, Fenton.
We create these fine.
Ну, простенько, можно было получше сделать. Вроде не так ничего прикольно. Сука.
Hey, send a couple this way, will ya?
Fenton, keep it coming. These souls need some joy.
Oh, wife is gonna kill me. I only went out for milk.
I'll have one, Fenton.
Come on, keep Fenton busy. You won't like him when he's bored.
Well, here's the spot. Keep them coming, Finn.
Just keep them coming. Drink up, drink!
Lemoyne Raiders. Good evening, gentlemen. Quiet libation?
You.
Me?
You're the bastards who stole the liquor we was gonna buy.
Gentlemen, we're in advertising. Come on in and have a drink.
That's our goddamn liquor.
An honest mistake.
Boys, get him!
I want both those sons of bitches dead!
Good job, Arthur. You go to sleep here.
Не видно из-за дыма, это ж прикольно. Шапка на месте стала.
That's how you want to do it?
Let's go.
Come on, Peyton.
Stop that wagon!
Что я не понял прикола, зачем телки было, чтобы мы продавали самому, то есть раздавали бесплатно.
Got more coming after us.
I see them.
Well, shoot them then.
You think we wouldn't find you?
I miss Arthur coming out of the alley.
Можно оружие вдруг вводить в сторону, интересно?
Look out on your right. Look out. Watch your back. The moonshine.
I want both those sons of bitches dead!
Can't wait to hear you.
Damn it, they're still coming. You fools are playing the... I see it. Made it. Behind you.
I'll figure you're dead, man. That's our move.
Нормально он впечатался в стенку.
You think we wouldn't find you?
How many are there? They really aren't happy about this. That's it.
We run the liquor around here. Get the hell out of our business.
Good! Keep out of my way!
He's down.
You see any more of them?
Don't think so. Jesus, all this over a few bottles of booze?
I reckon it's more they don't want another gang on their patch. All right, we're good.
Yeah. Remind me never to take up a career in, what was it?
Advertising.
Yeah. You think that woman set us up?
Я тут подумал, что она подставила.
Maybe. This place is odd.
I keep seeing those fellas.
Some local militia. Clearly not too happy to have some new competition. I'll go visit old Ma Braithwaite, see what's what.
Why?
We've been making money. The chest is filling up again, slowly but surely.
Part of me thinks we just get ourselves good and lost. But we still need a lot more money before that can happen. So, for now, let me go give old Mrs. Braithwaite some of this moonshine as, well, let's call it a peace offering.
Sure.
That was fun, Fenton. We'll make an actor of you yet.
I'll go speak to Dutch.
So, what do you think?
About what?
The fine folks around these parts.
Oh, real nice.
Exactly. On the one side, we have got the Gray family. Scots, degenerates, drunkards, the local law. You couldn't make this stuff up. Rich as Croesus. And on the other, their mortal enemies, the Braithwaites. Moonshiners, hypocritical, both rolling, we believe,
in gold.
And in the middle of it all, you got some inbred retelling of Romeo and Juliet.
Exactly.
So what you boys thinking?
We try to rob them both.
You sure?
Why not?
Because we got lawmen in 3 different states after us.
Last thing I want is to get us into trouble, but we need money. Now, we have the opportunity here to put ourselves in the middle of something ain't nobody gonna know we was here, because even without us, these fools are gonna kill each other anyway.
Okay, well, Hosea's gone back to see that Braithwaite woman.
Good. Hosea should definitely take the lead on this. I sent Sean over to Braithwaite Manor, too. Now, you can meet up with them, or join John and Javier at the Gray's place. Something to do with the Braithwaite's prize horses.
Well, how the hell did we get in at the Gray's place?
Sheriff Gray kindly put in a word with his father. It ain't that complicated. We gotta convince each family that we're on their side, and then we rob them both. Before they figure out it was us that done it, and not the other lot, we'll be long gone. Think of it as payback for my daddy.
Payback. I ain't in the revenge business, Dutch. Least of all for something happened a long time ago.
Well, I guess we all gotta pay for something. Now, if you will excuse me, Arthur, I got to write a letter.
TX. Что тут у нас есть доступного? Опять все это же. Бля, когда в Сент-Денис меня пустят?
I'm very into my crafting at the moment, Mr. Morgan. I'm very happy to make you something if you bring me the right materials.
Что-то сделать не могу.
I reckon I'm gonna think about it.
Evening, Mr. Morgan.
I wish you'd stayed at sea.
Don't, Arthur. Come on.
Excuse me, you listen to me. I ain't got ideas above my station. I just ain't doing that no more.
We all of us have to sing for our supper, miss.
Sure, and singing's fine, but I'm done with that. And if you want me to leave, then that's fine, too.
Well, I suppose I can discuss the matter with Dutch.
Do whatever you goddamn please.
Ideas above her station. She thinks we don't know her station.
I remember when you were Dutch's number one, Miss Grimshaw.
You love to hear your own mouth.
Oh, what now? Huh?
Everything all right?
Who does that woman think she is?
Sometimes you just gotta humor her. Okay, I'll catch you later then.
Что у нас есть? Что нужна карта? Бля, ну в travel тратить всю эту шляпу.
Arthur, my boy, when I was frisky. Oh. I began to tumble and roar. My face was as red as a lobster. I fell and broke my poor knots. I watched US pics from my sponsor. You're beginning to creep me out, Arthur.
Так, ладно, наверное, хватит на сегодня, потому что мне еще надо будет выспаться перед завтрашним днем. Блин, нет, как классная игра, конечно. Прям. Мне реально прям как в старые добрые времена, когда ждешь быстрее, ну, вечер, чтобы поиграть. Да? Там такого не было. Сейчас есть. Блин, 38% только, ну, тем лучше. Короче, ребята, я пошел спать. Давайте завтра волк. Завтра на второй я командую стороной. И это будет миссия удар в спину. Это будет вторая миссия. Мы будем играть за синих против красных. Весерми против повстанцев на литиуме. У нас куча хамвиков, чернюки, Little Bird с ракетами. В том числе наводимыми по софламу, СПН с софламом. И... ну и обычная пехота Весерми. А у врага, короче, 3 Т-шки 55-х. 3 БМП-3. Ой, БМП-3, БМП-2. Куча Уралов всяких, но оружие шляпное полностью. То есть там даже, по-моему, оптики чуть ли там не штук 5-6 на всю сторону. Вот. А у нас есть Джавы, у нас есть Тоу, у нас есть Little Bird. Еще раз говорю, все с тепловизорами. Ну, посмотрим, может прикольно будет. Может в Басаруси проиграем. А первая в IDS, не знаю, что за миссия. Тим Черноруссии, мы за ЮСРМ. Ой, мы за USMC плюс БАФ против СРФ. Мы в обороне. Ну, тут что-то лавки, бэхи, хер его знает. Что возьмем обычную пехоту. Ай, не все равно им будут отделение команд, пусть сами ебутся. Посмотрим, побегаем. Да, Ефрем, я не буду загадывать, может и сгорю даже, какая разница. Короче, вот. Давайте, приходите завтра, не забывайте. Всем спасибо, давайте, удачи, спокойной ночи.